1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Nice, nice. Alrighty. Don't switch on this phone. There we go. It's a sticky out. It's a sticky out. Man, what a day. What a day, generally. First of all, interesting. Hotmail. Jesus. Use the Hotmail. Chromakopia. Why does it look like that? What? Why is it? Wait, why is the setup so scuffed? I don't. I don't know. Just. Hold on. Why does it look like that? What is? No. Wait. Wait, won't it let me optimize the size? Oh, it's gonna be weird. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, we're dealing with it. Alrighty, let's get that promotion started. That looks cool. Jesus Christ. Time to feel that fire. Dun, dun, dun. God, so much to talk about. But that out. Just the album alone. God. On the twitch.tv. There we go. And we're good. Oh my god, what a beautiful, beautiful day it's been. I mean, it's always a beautiful day when Tyler's involved, but today was just extra great. Man, my Wi-Fi is bugging out right now, huh? That's very unfortunate. Damn, how do I change that? Oh, well, not much I can do for that. God. Okay, but here we are. Here I am. Yeah, how does this look? Okay, let me see how this looks. Nope. How bad is the drop frames? Oh, that's pretty bad. Oh, that's pretty bad. Oh god. You know what? What if I hold on? Why is it only one bar? It's right next to it. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's better. And we're back. Beautiful. Okay. Love that. Um, offline. Let me just reset that. There we go. Um, awesome. Okay. And we're back. Jesus, that was horrible. Um, yeah, no. Hi. It's been a minute. I've been gone. I was back briefly, but now I'm here again. Probably not for long, probably just an hour. But we have lots to talk about. Lots to talk about. First and foremost, Tyler the Creator, aka Tyler Okoma, dropped his album last night. I was up 3 in the morning. I set my alarm. I woke up 2 minutes before my alarm went off, which is interesting. But yep, got on. Moment it was 3 a.m. Put my headphones on. Put on Spotify, and just dissociated for like an hour. And it was the best experience I've ever had in my life. Now, Chromacopia. If we're looking at it compared to Tyler's entire discography, I saw I kept seeing things on Twitter or X whatever, of people saying like, oh, this is probably one of his worst of the album run that he's had since Flower Boy. People have been saying that this is probably the worst one of them all, which I don't agree with entirely, although I do see a validity in that statement. What do I mean by that? So let's look back. So obviously Tyler has been making music since the Goblin since 2011, 12, 10, 2010. He's been making music, right? But he really didn't get serious about it until I want to say Wolf, because it went Goblin. Um, well, I'm forgetting Goblin. No, Bastard, then Goblin, then Wolf, Cherry Bomb, Flower Boy, Igor, Common Pica Lost, and now Chromacopia. But of those, it really him focusing on music and melodies alone did not start until Flower Boy. And from Flower Boy all the way to Common Pica Lost, those three albums, sonically, melodically, have such distinct sounds. I don't know if you've seen the documentary that's on Hulu. It's like Rap Caviar, I think it's called. They did an episode on Tyler, and I think his producer, I think his name is I forgot what his name is, or not his producer, his manager, his manager. What I think it's Clancy, I think his name is. But he basically, what he said in that interview was actually that Tyler is so, what makes him so special is that when he creates albums, personas, he creates worlds essentially when he makes these albums. And Flower Boy was the perfect example. That's where it started. When you a little bit of Wolf, honestly, but when you get to like Flower Boy, you the moment you hear that's the first forward, that sets the tone for the entire record. And when you hear that album, you just have this, especially the album cover, especially helps all of that too. You feel like you're in that cover. You feel like you're in this ethereal, very floaty, bright, melancholic world. And it's a theme that's throughout the entire album. Like you feel it. Like every song feels so cohesive. And that only got better when you got to Igor. Because I don't know if you know this, but I'm assuming. So basically, he got nominated for a Grammy for that album, and then he lost that year. And the only reason why he lost was because in that same year, Kendrick Lamar dropped "Damn," which is to his day probably one of his best albums, aside from "Timid Butterfly." That's another video stream. But yeah, he dropped that album. So then Tyler was like, okay, you know, he needed to prove himself that he can make melodic songs without the use of sensationalism and all that. But then people were saying, oh, but because people were like, oh, but your older stuff was more experimental. Flower Boy, people were saying that Flower Boy was too safe. That he was playing it safe. That he was making pop music now. It was generic. And then after that, he made Igor. 2019, Igor came out, and oof, that album took the world by storm. The whole DJ Khaled drama, being won his first Grammy, being the album to get him his first Grammy for the rap category, even though it wasn't technically a rap album. Whatever. But it's solidifies Tyler as like, okay, this guy is good at what he does. Because Igor, from start to finish, is his magnum opus. I would say that is an album that from start to finish it is an album. Like you cannot, you obviously can't listen to it in isolation with each individual song, but the best way to experience those songs are within the entirety of the album as a whole. From start like from Igor's theme all the way to Are We Still Friends, and then it loops, the whole stupid what was it called, chord finishing, not finishing. I don't know. There's a genius video on it, but that album as a whole was another world. Exactly, it was this whole world, the Igor's world, the whole falling in love, the little love story that he had. Beautiful, beautifully crafted. Then 2021 is when we got Call Me If You Get Lost. My personal favorite of the three. Call Me If You Get Lost is essentially a victory lap for Tyler. That was an album where he was basically just going around being like, I'm successful, I worked hard, I did this and that, and I have the receipts to prove it. Right? That was that album. He basically just also it was a rap album. It was he had not really rapped seriously up until that point until like I think Wolf was like the last like real like he was just rapping the entire time. Because after Flower Boy, it was more like a mix between rap songs and the more poppy stuff. Same thing with Igor. Igor was first of all the synths. Tyler found his sound with the synths. Because even in this new album, he cannot let go of the synth. And gladly so. He's so good at utilizing that in the songs. But yeah, Call Me If You Get Lost was a victory lap, and then obviously the State Sale, which is some bonus tracks. Which first of all, the fact that he even held us back for a couple years is crazy because they're all bangers. What a day! I love stuff with Vince Staples. Stuntman embodies so much of what I believe in as a person, which is why I love the fact that he's just so open about saying things about that. But and he also kind of goes into that theme also in this new album too, about the whole doing your own thing, not letting other people bring you down, but shine out, dim out your light. I think is what he says in the Saint Chroma. We're gonna get to that, but yeah, Call Me If You Get Lost, the perfect embodiment of him being a successful person, being a a martyr almost, someone who's just a representation of this of the rap industry changing, someone who's able to prove himself time and time again that he is here to stay, regardless of what you say. And it's so unfortunate that people have this attitude nowadays where it's like you want to bring them down or you want to bring other people down for liking someone, right? It's like, oh, it's cringe to be a fan of someone. To be like, oh, Midtopia or some bullshit, right? But it's just why do that? Like what's wrong with you? What's wrong? Generally, what is wrong with praising other people for hard work that they put in? Why as a society do we agree that that is an okay thing to criticize other people for liking an artist's piece of work? Like I think that's so stupid, right? Like, I don't maybe because they didn't get enough praise in their life, so now that other person's getting praise, they're like, oh, it's stupid. He doesn't deserve it. When I think there's no one more deserving of praise than that man. Of course he's done a lot of weird stuff over the years, and he's grown a lot as an artist. The growth is there. You can see it. It's on the internet. You can see him going from a dumbass kid saying bullshit things with Lawyer Squad all the way to now being an artist that's collabed with Louis Vuitton, Converse, filmmaking, all these different things. Owning a luxury clothing brand. Like this kid from Hawthorne owning a brand at the same caliber as fucking Louis Vuitton. People don't really get that. They think, oh, he's not that good. He's not that shut up. Generally, shut the fuck up. Because there's nothing wrong with liking an artist. No one should ever feel ashamed for liking someone. Like if you want to, for lack of a better term, meat ride someone, go ahead, just do it. Cause God, it sounds so weird out of context. Just do it. Cause yeah, you like him. You fucking like an artist. Like I don't care how niche they are. I don't care how different their sound is. How unconventional it is. If you like something, that is you are entitled to that emotion. I mean, no one should be able to tell you whether or not you should like something, because that's their issue. If they have an issue with it, their opinion is valid, even though it's wrong. But like, just don't. Everyone who's gonna be talking about shit about this album, every negative comment that I've seen is never been followed by an actual genuine critique. It's always been like, oh, he said sucks, and then never explains why. Like they literally just say it just to say it, and that's not how criticism works. Constructive criticism is like, oh, I didn't like this album because of this and that, or maybe this wasn't for me because of the certain thing. Like that's how you say that. That's how you criticize someone, not just saying this shit sucks. It should have never been made, because that's obviously not true. And I will get into. I have criticisms, by the way, of this album. Like I don't think this is a perfect album. Um, I'll be very sincere with you. I don't think it's a perfect album. And of the four, from Flower Boy to now, I do think it is the weaker of the four. Like for me, it goes Call Me If You Get Lost, Igor, Flower Boy, and then Chromacopia. And that's not to say that Chromacopia is a bad album. No, 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 no. That is not to say it is a bad album. It is just the weakest of a stream of amazing albums. That's what I mean to say that. I don't say it is not a bad album, but of the four, I think it does less of what he's capable of doing. But I don't care that it does less, because he's already shown, like I said, for 3 albums that he's capable of making such amazing music by creating worlds. you know, and the fact that this one's a little weaker than those three, it really doesn't matter because they're still banger songs regardless. And the fact that he's not even just doing music anymore, the fact that when you got this album, like no one was expecting an album this year. Like he was cool. He is so good at keeping things quiet, and I think that's such a great thing nowadays. I feel like people are always trying to leak something, always trying to spoil it for other people, and I think it's just dumb. But no, what's great about this album? What's up, Sophie? I'm so sorry. I kept yapping for like an hour straight. Yes, you need to listen to this album. And I'm gonna get into okay. Let me just get into what this album means to me, what I think it represents as a whole for Tyler. So let's look back. This album to me is a perfect combination of Calm If You Get Lost and Igor. Simply because number one, the persona, the whole Saint Chroma. I'm assuming he's calling it this version of himself Saint Chroma. Just I don't know, makes sense. But yes, the whole like having a mask covering it. Where Call Me If You Get Lost was an album about Tyler being proud of being a success. This album is very much a more introspective look at like, okay, I'm a success, but what does that mean? What does that come with? You know, when you see the music video for Noid, you know, Paranoid, like you see, like yeah, he and he's talked about it multiple times about his fan interactions. Like he has such an interesting fan base, right? Because then you have people who follow him since like you know the Goblin Bastard days, where he was very edgy, saying like whatever to make people disgusted or have a reactionary response to what he was saying. You have those fans, you know, those diehard fans who miss that era, and then you have his newer fans. It's like his fans that got brought along from Flower Boy and upward, you know, the more soulful, you know, creatives that like the R&B stuff, like the rap and pop music. You know, those two part of the fan base. But for some reason, he always encounters the other one, and they always are like, you know, bring it back, you know, the bastard days, bring back the goblin, like her and all those like different things. And it's like, it's he's grown so much beyond that, and he's said that multiple times that he is not the same T. Like, you see that in sorry not sorry. He mentions that, you know, but people want that of him. But he that's not him anymore, you know. And in Saint Chroma, sorry, Chromakopia, you see that, you know, he's very much a more introspective artist who now takes the time to think about his music very much more in a sense of his emotions now. Like he obviously Flower Boy was the start of him being more emotional, being open, but it wasn't really until Igor and a little bit into Call Me If You Get Lost where he actually like finally like, okay, this is how I'm feeling, this is what's going on with me. And in this album you get a lot of that. Like surprisingly you get a lot of that. Because I was wholeheartedly expecting this to be very much another rap, purely rap album. But no, the first like middle, like the end of the first bar and a lot of the middle are very like introspective. Let me pull up actually the whole set list right now. Oh, that's a stupid Honda commercial. Oh, wait. Oh no, my icons left. I don't know how to bring back. Oh no. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I still don't know how to use Twitch. I'm so sorry. Uh, there we go. Does that look good? I don't know. What does that look like? Oh, I can't. I can't see. Okay, that looks fine. Yeah. Let's get into it. So, Chromacopia, we have Saint Chroma, Ratata, Noid, Darling I, Hey Jane, I Killed You, Judge Judy, Sticky, Take Your Mask Off, Tomorrow, Thought I Was Dead, Like Him, Balloon, and I Hope You Find Your Way Home. My top three of these, of the, what, how many is that? 14 songs? Absolutely is Saint Chroma, Ratata, Darling I, Sticky, Take Your Mask Off, and Thought I Was Dead. Those are for me the strongest of all of those respective album of the respective songs. I think my favorite I think has to be Thought I Was Dead. Thought I Was Dead is so good. It's because it's the same thing. He's basically just rapping about like how. Oh, first of all, he talks about the whole Ian situation, which I think definitely something I do want to get into. But this album basically is just basically him. What? Okay, let me talk about the negative first, and then I'll get more into the I feel like because everyone has great things to say about this album, but I do want to acknowledge that there is something that I personally not have an issue with. It's a nitpick, if you would say, if you want to say. Um, what I don't like about this album, not that I don't like about it, but the main issue from this album is that yes, there's a big like atmosphere and tone throughout that he sets. First of all, with the intro track saying Karma, but unlike Igor or Flower Boy, there isn't really a story being told necessarily throughout, which is fine because Call Me If You Get Lost was already like a mixtape type album. But in that sense, because I feel like he set this up to be very much like another narrative, but it wasn't necessarily. It's just a bunch of songs. First of all, it flows really well at the beginning, like Saint Chroma all the way up until like Hey Jane, like they like I kid you not, when I have this album on like in the background because I had it on for the entire day basically, I could not tell when a song would change from another song. Like it would this transition was so seamless that I just would not notice, and I'm like, oh, it's a completely different song now, which is a great thing by the way. Like I love when albums do that. But I think after that, I think after Hey Judge Judy, or I Killed You, I think around there is when it starts getting a little more like, okay, this the flow stops a little bit and it kind of just goes more into this. The flow it isn't flows well between the middle. For me, the middle part is the weakest to me because like Hey Jane, I Killed You, Judge Judy, good songs, not my favorites. Like I can't really see myself going back to Hey Jane or maybe because I don't relate to it as much as a lot of people do. I know people like Hey Jane, but me personally, I don't or like him. It's pretty popular right now too. But I just don't resonate too much with these ones. A little bit, but like, not, oh, first of all, Darling I. Okay, let's just go one by one. Saint Chroma, featuring Daniel Caesar. Oh God, when I talk about atmosphere and tone, my God, does that song really create? First of all, the choir, the oh my God, the chorus, and it's just the build up to just that beat drop at the end, where it goes from the whole whispering, the whole chanting, like it's beautiful. Nothing but beautiful. Like that meme of SpongeBob ascending when he's like that was literally me in this bed right here at 3 in the morning. I was ascending for lack of a better term, but no, Saint Chroma was such a good song. It's also just like a good message. Like what does he say in Saint Chroma? He says, well, first of all, the whole gives the fuck about tradition. Stop respecting the dead. I saw a lot of analysis on this. That whole bar alone being like twofold, being obviously like people trying to keep traditions up in rap, trying to keep the OG, the old heads trying to maintain the status quo with all the old artists that have not passed away, which is nothing wrong with that, but definitely restrictive in terms of creativity. That's one way you can look at that. Another way you can look at it is the whole sorry not sorry, him basically killing off his alter egos from all the way Goblin, Fall Out Boy, Tyler Baudelaire, Igor. He basically kills him off in that music video, which could be another thing, right? He's like trying to forget tradition because he breaks two traditions with this album. First of all, number one, it did not come out within the 2 years of the last album. These I don't really count the estate sale, and even if you do count the estate sale, he released his album a year after that extension. So he already got rid of that supposed tradition that was like unspoken basically. And then another tradition he broke with his album is that in every other album, the 10th track is usually always a two-parter, in which it is no longer a two-parter. It is now just a single song called Tomorrow, which I think I want to analyze if there's a reason why he chose this song to be the 10th track. Because yeah, for the longest time, the 10th track has always been a two-part song. Flower Boy, it's 911, Mr. Lonely, and then in Igor, it's God, sorry, sorry you want to dance. Wait, no. Oh my God, I feel like a fake fan. Why am I forgetting the song? It was literally one of my favorite songs in high school. What is it called? Thank you, thank you. Gone, gone, thank you. Okay, yeah, gone, gone, thank you. In Igor is the two-part. That's the 10th track, and then in Igor, in Call Me If You Get Lost, it's Sweet. I Thought You Wanted to Dance, which is one of my top three favorite Tyler songs in general. And the fact that it's 8 minutes long is crazy. But one of my favorite songs. Regardless, he had that tradition going on for a long time, and then with this album, he's like, okay, throw it out. I don't really care. And I think a lot of people think, well, a lot of people need to understand with this album specifically is that he's no longer just doing music. You know, before Flower Boy was like him focusing on music, right? That was like him. Wasn't trying to be funny. He wasn't doing it. He was just focusing on the music. And then Igor was even more of an extension of that. It was like, I am focusing on making this the absolute best that I can produce, which is what he achieved. And like I said, Config House was more of like a flex album. You know, he's like, I'm amazing. Let me show you why. In this album, like he's already proved himself more, which is why I don't mind that this is a weaker track, because I'm still grateful that we even got new Tyler after all these years. But like I said, first of all, 10th year anniversary Flognog, all the collabs he's been doing with all these brands, the movie that he's about to film, in either next year or this year, and then just and then the tour that he's gonna do literally after this. Like, he's a busy man. So the fact that he even had time to make an album is already just like, I'm grateful, because like new Tyler always is great to hear. But I digress. Okay, that's Synchroma, right? Ratata. Oof. It's I love this song. First, because the reason why I like Call Me Because more than Igor is because I just love the more upbeat, it's like the rap stuff. Like his more melancholic songs are really good. Don't get me wrong, but when he's rapping, oh my god, his flow is just is a man. Also, his voice too is just so good. Like, I can never imitate that. Like, you ain't never me no one talk like that. If you hang up on a, I'll call right back. Like, it's just so good. It's so good. Um, what is he saying? This? I'm a bona fide face seat box muncher. Come on, that's just so good. Never eater in the Hamptons, dick riding in the white fit. Oh my god, come on now. Okay, another thing about it, I don't think I've ever analyzed the lyrics of this one right now. If my ex is spilling tea about me, don't you drink that. And you don't call me brother, I met you, you can keep that. Like, come on. Uh, but yeah, this is great song. Great song. And also the transition from this to Paranoid. Like, I'm paranoid now because weird and really bums. Great transition. But yeah, this song is basically just him, just being angry again and just talking shit. I kind of on Twitter, I did a live tweeting basically of me reacting to the album, and I did like a quote for each one essentially. I did, what was it? For this song, what did I say? So, okay, here we go. I said, for Saint Chroma, I said heaven to my ears. For Ratata, I just said shit talk, because basically what it was. He was just talking shit, but in the best way possible. Wipe this silly grin, bitch. I'm really like, come on. It's really fun song, really good beat, really fun melodies, great, like really profound. I don't want to profound lyrics, but so you don't have to call him Usher Raymond on the Tuesday. Just very fun song. Just him, just being him, talking to shit. Paranoid was the first track released officially by him, if you don't count Saint Chroma. But no, great song. Very much talking about the whole him being a celebrity and people just treating him like almost like a piece of property, almost like just because a lot of what happens with celebrities nowadays, that people forget that they're just people at the end of the day. Like, yes, they're very talented, they've been in things that we like, and when we see them, sometimes we get this reactionary like, oh my god, that's my favorite artist, that's God to me, for some people at least. And it's unfortunate because at the end of the day, some of them just don't want to be treated that way. Especially Tyler. He doesn't see himself as this big, like, egotistical celebrity. Like, he's literally just a dude. He's just a dude. But when people come up to him and harass him for like photos and whatnot, or asking him about Camp Flognog, and which he probably was annoyed about by this point, like, it's people just are so. I never understood it. And I do realize I'm a little more desensitized to it because I've worked with my dad going to events and like meeting celebrities at events. So like I'm already kind of like in the mindset like, okay, meeting a celebrity is like going. It's just any they're like any other person. It's work at the end of the day. But for some people, meeting their favorite celebrity is like it's a religious experience. It's like they met Jesus Christ himself. You would think with the way they react, you would think that that's what they were doing. But yeah, I think people need to realize that celebrities are just people. They, just like me and you came out of a woman, and they're gonna be in the ground just like you. Yeah, that sounds just so morbid, but they're people. At the end of the day, they're just people, and we need to treat them like that. So let's not, be weird around celebrities, guys. Please, I beg of you. Also, this whole thing of like people wanting artists to like produce music nonstop, like let them have a break. It's the same thing with SZA, same thing with Rihanna. Like people were like basically harassing artists like you need to drop music, you need to drop music. When for a lot of them, they're at a point in their career where like they could not drop another album for like years and still be financially stable. Like because Rihanna, first of all, has Fenty. She has all these other subsidiary brands that she owns, that she makes money off of. Like she does not. She has no incentive to make music other than just for the art. Which is well, obviously when you should be making music. I don't think people should be making music for financial reasons, because that's how you get artists like Drake. But it's unfortunate that people just want to harass artists to produce out of nonstop. Because at the end of the day, like I'd rather prefer people make music when they feel like making music, when they feel inspired, when they have a drive or a reason to do it, not just for the sake of dropping. Because if Tyler had pushed this out early on, I don't think it would have been as good. It probably would have just been another "Call Me If You Get Lost," which he mentions a lot of the bars in that song in this one, which has me thinking like I don't think he intended initially to release the Say So, but I think because this album was probably taking longer than he expected, he probably just ended up releasing that instead as like a little filler in the meantime while he was still finishing up this one. But yeah, no, it's ridiculous that people expect so much from musical artists. Like let them relax, let them enjoy their success, and they'll come back when they're ready. Let's not try to push them, harass them. Leave them alone. Like Rihanna is probably content being a mother and like, hanging out with ASAP Rocky. Like I've seen like interviews with them, being on red carpets. They seem great. They seem happy together, honestly. So like let her enjoy life, like as a normal individual. She doesn't have to be Rihanna 24/7. She can just be her a mother, for a little bit. Let her enjoy those simple things of life, because like sometimes for celebrities they don't get that. They lose the ability to be people, normal people. Normal people. And if they can get at least any semblance of that experience again, I think that that's well deserved. But that's a whole other thing. Let's get into Darling I. Probably my second favorite song off this track. Because like I said, I do like the rap stuff, but like also like the more like poppy, like just pop songs, also really good. The message behind the song is very interesting though, because it's not something I necessarily expected from Tyler himself. He basically in this album, in this song, admits to polygamy as being his preferred way of dating, which is interesting, right? Because I didn't expect that of him. But also, I'm not surprised, but it's interesting. But I cannot. Just let me scroll for some reason. Okay, there we go. But great song, great melody, darling. I keep falling in love. Like it's just amazing song. Um, the whole thing was it wasn't never tell her whatever you do, don't ever tell a bitch you love her, which is so real by the way, especially in this modern age. It's which is I'm pretty sure not what he intended to say. Like I'm interpreting this probably a lot differently than he is in intent, but yeah, I feel that's so real. Never tell a bitch you love her. Um, but yeah, it's an interesting song. Like he says, like he basically goes off about saying like I want a different thing from of different people. Like for one person, I want to hang out with them for a different reason. For another person, it's a different reason. I can't be content with just one, which is an interesting way to put it. I think people nowadays have a really similar mindset. Situationships being so common nowadays, especially in college culture. Believe me, I know, but it's one of those things, right, where people are so comfortable being casual daters, being like, oh, this is my one bitch, this is my other bitch, and I hang out with one when I feel like doing a certain thing, and I feel like I hang out with this one when I want to do another thing. This is my person I go to raves with. This is my person I like to go movies with. This one knows all the good coffee shops. Like, it's people nowadays aren't content with just one partner. It's what it seems like. It's more of like, I have so many interests that I want to explore with different people, because one person simply isn't just gonna like everything that I like. And I think that's, I don't want to say it's a selfish desire, but it's definitely, I think, an immature one. Because for many years we've had this idea of like people, finding your person. They don't have to be your exact match, or they don't have to like everything that you like, but there's still someone that cares about you, someone that supports you regardless. And we don't really have that anymore. At least not from my perspective. It's just not the norm. I feel like people are so comfortable just dating casually and just not trying hard. And it's like, why not? Because I am someone who's only recently like began to care a lot more about that kind of stuff. Because for my 2 years of college, I just didn't care. I definitely didn't want to date. I didn't want to do any of that bullshit because I just I didn't have the time. I was working on weekends, going to school on the weekdays. Like, there was a point in my life where for a whole year, I did not have a single day off aside from like winter break or whatnot. I was basically just working 24/7, and it was draining. Like, I was generally depressed the entire time, and I didn't even look like this during that. I had like a beard for each other. I was disgusting, but it was a rough time for me. So I get it. I didn't have that in the mind, but now that I do, I've noticed a lot more. Like, it's not dating isn't what I originally thought it was. People nowadays always have such different interests, and it's just like, I think it's so unfortunate that we can't just like someone anymore for the sake of liking them, or like try pursuing them. I feel like it's almost like cringe to want to pursue someone nowadays. It's like, oh, you're trying too hard, or you're doing too much, right? When it's like, well, am I? Like, I just wanted to get it out the way. Well, let me not say that, because I don't like the whole like will they won't they, like the whole. Because I've done the waiting game. I waited a year, no, almost 2 years in a talking stage with someone just for it to not work out. So I'm at the mentality of like, I don't want to wait anymore. Like, I'm gonna let you know what my intentions are off the bat, because I also don't want you going out having a relationship with me, only to then find out that I asked you out and like have you question the entire friendship. Like, no, 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 no. Me being friends with you was the priority. It just happened that along the way I developed something a little more. For some people, it wasn't. It's not like that. It's like, oh, I think you're cool. I want to be your friend first, and then figure out whether or not we're compatible. Which to me, I think is the more ineffective way to do that, because then afterwards, they can't help but think that, oh, were you just being nice to me because you wanted to, get with me, essentially. Which I think is such an unfortunate thing to think about of someone, because me personally, I'm not like that. Like, I generally just, like, I think you're cool. I think you're cool, right? Like, and then if I think you're a little more than just a friend, or I want you as more than a friend, then I will make that clear, or as clear as possible without being too blunt, because it is just not, being blunt's not the way, is what I've learned. It's not the way. But as easy and efficient as I think it is, it's just most people are very put off by it. So I've learned. But yeah, no, I think I've learned to kind of just put my emotions out there and just be honest with people, because I'm done being coy. Like, I think it's so um, annoying to be coy with people, because if I want to say something, I'm just gonna say it, because I'm just not gonna deal with that. But yeah, no, that's modern dating, which is why this song for me resonates a lot, because like, it's very much the idea like, let's just be polygamous. I don't care, because that's what people want nowadays, which is unfortunate. Because I don't want that. I want to find just my one person. But it's just not in the cards for me right now. I'm not gonna stress about it. I have so many other things to worry about other than who I come home to at night. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay, moving on. We have, what's up, darling? I killed you. Oh no, hey Jane. Hey Jane. Let me remind myself which one was that one about. I just put on Twitter. I just said, "Hey Jane, real." What's this about? Hey Jane, we got the news. I didn't know what you knew. I didn't panic. I comforted you. Still in shock, but damn, the late response is really true. If I was bound to happen to me, I'm lucky it's you. It was bound to happen to me, I'm lucky it's you. Hey Jane, your hair is long, your legs long. We can both relate to the fact that your dad's gone. Okay, yeah. So this song was about relating to being fucked over by parental figures and just being on your own. The first part is like a letter, I guess, to the person, and the second part is the response back from that person. Hey T, we got the news. I forgot how to breathe. In a panic, you comforted me. Damn, what do we do? Are we still? What are the odds? Is this really true? What is really true? I'm actually kind of confused. Wait, genius, explain to me. Forgetting how to breathe is a euphemism often to indicate someone has a panic. Oh yeah, I know that. I was 24 and look, I don't want to get too that expensive. The first time she somehow avoided giving. Oh, whoa, what? What? Fuck. For the first time, she somehow avoided giving birth. But now both her and Tyler are unsure whether or not they should get rid of it, as they wouldn't mind having the child. Oh my god, it sounds about abortion? What? Ah, damn. I thought, oh wow, this is actually a lot deeper than I thought it was. Okay, yeah, this is definitely one I don't relate to, unfortunately, but definitely really powerful. It reminds me a lot of Wilshire from Call Me If You Get Lost, but obviously more concise. But damn, that's actually really sad. Hey T, I'm too scared. I am too. It's so hard for me to tell you the truth. I didn't want to tell you. Damn, I failed. I failed. Yeah, damn. That was, you see, this album's very introspective. It's very much like very raw, in terms of emotions and the themes that it covers, which I appreciate it because obviously, based on the cover, I should have expected that to be a lot more darker compared to the. Also, ironic because Chromacopia means color, right? Yet the album cover is darker, and I think it's a really good representation of all the songs on here because, like I said, unlike Flower Boy, Igor, and Config Loss, there isn't really a world painted with the music that's being displayed on. Cause I feel like the themes from Config Loss, like the whole like the blue and the pastels, are so well represented within the music, and in Igor, the whole like dark themes with the pink, I feel like also really represented well, and in Flower Boy, of course. But in this one specifically, I feel like the color or lack thereof is actually a great representation of this of the songs of this album because there's not really a world being painted necessarily. There isn't like a greater theme or narrative throughout. It's just more like a bunch of topics being covered one by one, which is it's not fine. It's not there's nothing wrong with that. But it's the reason why I put this a little below the other ones because I just like storytelling, especially through music and albums. But it's still good music at the end of the day. So that should be the main priority of an album. Just making a cohesive grouping of good music, which is he definitely achieves here, absolutely. But yeah, and then I Killed You. I didn't even know Childish Gambino was even on the song because I think he only appears for like one part at the end. What is this song even about though? What did I say for this one? I said I Killed You, came and went. Yeah, I really did not remember that much of the song. I gotta work, I gotta eat. If you see me on top, I gotta leave a bitch. I tell you, your natural state is threatening to the point where I point myself. Self-esteem, bitch. What is this song about? Full of shame, so we straighten out. Is there a summary of the song? No. Okay. Got the kinks. Got the kinks in the mind. Not easy, bitch. I kill you. And this is where Childish Gambino comes in. Go away. Give me that. Which the fact that he was supposed to fucking headline Camp Flog Nog, and then he got sick, so he's not able to do it. I'm so sad. Oh my god, he could have played so many good songs in like from his because of the internet, um, all the songs from the you know Redbone, Mama Talk, no, whatever, Mama, whatever. There's so many good songs that he has, and also the new album. And then he just got sick apparently. And he's just not gonna perform, which I'm so. I hope he at least makes an appearance briefly to maybe just one song, and then I'd be content at that point. But after the whole discussion about not wanting to push artists, but I generally do want to see him because he's probably one of my favorites as well. I think even before I got to know Tyler, I knew Donald Glover's music, so it'd be great. But yeah, this song for me was kind of just it came like I said, it came and went. Nothing too much to say about it other than it's catchy, got some good beats, and but it's short, sweet. Not my favorites. And then Judge Judy. What was Judge Judy about? What did I say? Munch with a lowercase m. Why we moaning? Is what I said last night. And yeah, because this whole section at the end is just someone's just going and like what, why are we, why are we doing this? Sorry that I haven't been communicating. I don't. Yeah, weird song. Which what is it about? It's more I met this girl named Judy at the cafe. And on my way, her breasts were near. Wait, is this the song that mentions the chicken nuggets? There was one song on here that was like, "My titties are so big, all I want is a 10-piece," which is so real, by the way. But it's just he's he's still the same dude at the end of the day. He obviously he's matured a lot, but to say a line like that in an album this prestigious and like with so much maturity, it's honestly really fucking funny. But I don't think it's this one. I think it's the last song. Free from my foot massages, given oral is my passion. You could ride my face. I don't want nothing to return. Wait, dogtooth. Your body count and who you fuck is not my concern. Okay, see, this is one I think like he didn't mean to drop the estate sale, because he's reusing the same bar, which might just be a callback to the album. But I think he like intentionally didn't was making this album, realized it wasn't gonna be done, and then decided, oh, the songs that I was just gonna scrap, I'm just gonna put out, or I'm gonna refine it and then put it out, which is what he did. But yeah, this song. Oh na na hey. Oh no. Oh, Childish Gambino's on this one too. I didn't even know that. Yeah, just very horny on main song essentially. And let's get the sticky. Surprise features from Gorilla, Sexy Red, and who was on there? And then there's one more. Who's the other one? And Lil Wayne's on this? Crazy. He for my comment on this, I said, "Bro said he better than God." No features, my ass. Yeah, no features, my ass. But great song, very catchy. Bitches getting sicky, hey, 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 getting sicky. Like it's very catchy. Um, Gorilla was a slight surprise. Sexy Red was a fucking surprise. But the fact that she was announced to be a Keflana though makes more sense now, in retrospect. But yeah, very odd song. Very catchy though. Great beats. Sicky situation discombobulating, call me red-handed. It was standing like standing like an ovation. Standing like ovation on a business occupation, dripping condensation, got a whisper conversations. Who who said they were better than God? Oh, it was Tyler. Just let it be. I ain't that guy. They must be smoking ketamine. Always talking about potential. Bitch, I'm better than me. Jack of all trades. Same. Who ahead of me? Must be. Jack of all trades. Name a person who is ahead of me. Must be God instead of me. Oh, okay. So he doesn't say he's better than God. He's on par with God. Crazy bar, but really good though. Really fucking good. Um, Chromakopia, and then yeah, going into it. Very fun song. Not much to it. Just okay, big dick, stomping through your town. All the bi bitches know the fuck is going down. That beats skip the sex, ride my face, break my neck. Fucking who says this? Is this Tyler's? I don't remember him saying this. What? A home record. Hold on. Okay, let's just go through this entire verse because I did not know he said all this. Yeah, bitch, I'm outside with tell them I did it. Allergies to the bum. I see you, my eyes itching. This shit regular, hey, regular. Oh, that should be regular. All ahead of yeah. I'm better, baby. Check the vehicle, La Ferrari. Sour. I can fit 10,000 in these trousers. All that pillow talking, stay away from the coma. A home wrecker. I've been fucking who I want. Okay. Big. Stomping through your town. All the bi bitches know that. Okay, who? What is the note for this one? What? Tyler is bisexual. Okay. Sure, yeah, he is, but like that was the fact that it had to be noted was funny. All the bi bitches know the fuck is going down. That's a bet. Skip the sex, rub my face, break my neck. Fuck now, who's swinging like question mark? That aiming bot hitting everything in my way. Fuck they're talking about. I'm getting off the holiday. Like holiday, man, put some paper out. Fuck, I'm paying bank accounts. Louis V, say my name, we ain't worth the same amount. Woo! What a string of words. He is definitely a lyricist. Great song. Take Your Mask Off. Really nice melodies. Bringing back Daniel Caesar. Not much to say other than that. Just very, very introspective. Very nice. I hope you find yourself. I hope you take your mask off. When I first listened to the song, I thought he was talking about someone else. But now that I'm like going back, and the fact that he's wearing a mask in the album cover, I think is he talking about himself in this song? Cause he says things about like his clothing brand, like people not buying his clothes. Where is it? Claim claim you wore a mask. How you get embarrassed, but you're selfish as fuck. That's why you get scared of being a parent. Boy, that therapy needed. I dare you seek out to lose bet. Respect. Okay. Tell your family why you such a recluse. Dog, how you dare try to ruin her marriage? Come on. Tyler has been involved with a married woman and it feels guilty. Damn. Okay, so this song is about himself, which is very like he's attacking. Like this reminds me of a lot of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Like this is very much almost a therapy album for the artist. He's just coming out saying all the things that he's done that he's ashamed of. A little middle class money every Christmas, legit family trips. I'd be bound, and one day we hit the switch. Preacher man, preacher, oh, you make folks think you got something to teach you, like you ain't lying. Big bang from the collection, what that you buying? Ain't too fond of them. Don't deny it. Wait, since a kid you knew something was up. Had you thinking God would hate you? Oh my God. Okay, damn. This is really, yeah, he's really introspective in this. Um, and for an artist to be so open about this kind of issues is great. Also, Bonita Smith, aka his mom, narrating so much of this album, fucking beautiful. Especially coming off of DJ Snake and Call Me If You Get Lost, where he's just basically spouting bullshit the entire time. Her little anecdotes, or I don't call it ad libs, but her little messages between each song, I think adds so much to it. Cause this definitely feels like as if Tyler's talking through a lot of his issues to his parent, to his mom, and his mom kind of him giving him advice throughout the whole thing. Cause I know they've had a really close relationship. You know, Tyler's talked about getting her out of a homeless shelter and basically putting them back on their feet. And yeah, she's proud of her son, and you can see that in the way she delivers her lines. You know, and yeah, really really well done. Um, that's $10 million invested, so don't justify that. Trying to sell them weird ass clothes, no one buying that. Sentiment is right, but your audience isn't right enough. That shit is a failure in my. Go ahead and pack it up, and I put it in the trunk. You talk about shit about not. You talk a lot of shit to not even be number one. Your beats ain't placing, them songs ain't slapping, your raps ain't ranking, your stage presence don't. Which is crazy because I feel like none of that is true about him. He's, like I said, one of the best artists out there right now. His beats are unmatched. His songs are always good. His raps are good. Fucking are clever. His stage presence, first of all, the fact that he doesn't even need backup dancers to be entertaining. The fact that he can just go on stage and dance for an hour straight and make an entire stadium lose their goddamn mind. He has, I dare you say, stage presence that rivals Michael Jackson. And that's saying a lot. But he moves wise, you know, personality wise, you know, the way audience control, crowd work, like he's up here. And Travis Scott's down here, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. Yeah, great song. And I think we're almost done here. I'm kind of speeding through it a little bit because I do want to go to bed. Uh, but thought I would tomorrow. Okay, so many more. Okay, tomorrow, what would have been the 10th track to have two songs? It's only one song. Yeah, basically his mom telling him, basically him like being like 30 and basically saying, I don't want to be a parent yet. I don't think I'm ready or if I'm ever gonna be ready. Please don't expect that from me. Yeah, my Brody had another baby that's like number two. My homegirl and I tired. She like 32. They sharing pictures of this moment. Shit is real cute, and all I got is a photo of my Rari and some silly suits. Yeah, he really doesn't. I don't think he. I can't see him as being a dad either. I don't think he wants to be a parent. Generally, don't think so. Good song though, very very catchy. Sad, considering that he doesn't want to. Yeah, but yeah, whatever. Thought I was dead. Woo! What is shit talk part two? You don't want to go to war with a soldier. Oh, the fucking intro. This is so good. I don't want to be found. Hey, I don't want to be down. Hey, I don't want to be found. Hey, like it's so good. Like the whole part. Like this, obviously, this whole first part's really good. Okay, bitch, I jump in the zoo. Nigga. Got packs like a crack of tooth. I need some space like a pack of coop. I'm trying to magic wand. I'm trying to poof. Damn, I thought I was dead. Damn, I thought I was dead. And then gotta love the hood. I'm seeing a leaf blowing away the hills where they can't see you. I don't want to be found. Hey, I don't want to be down. Hey, white boys talking my shit. They y'all mad at me. Y'all can suck my. I'm not pulling up no tweets like, oh shirts and all that moonwalk over that bit. Like this whole section right here is just so good. Bitch, you ain't coke off. You ain't served me. You anti-war. Yeah, right. This is him basically shit talking the internet. Once again, he's shit talking people who talk about Ian. He's shit talking about people who do the whole all the boycotts and saying that they're advocates when they really don't follow what they say they do. This is basically reminds me of what is it called? What was the song on? I'm calling if you get lost. That's similar. Not Hot Wind Blows. It's the other one. It's God, what's it called? I know when I see it. It's Manifesto. Manifesto. He talks very similar about just talking shit about internet culture, which he loves doing. Even though he's a child of the internet, he knows that there's so much wrong with it. I'm gonna crash out because shit to my white. I got too much drive. I'm on terabyte. I got big old head. I ain't got these. Not put me on. Oh yeah, I ain't keep with these. So, that's so Lotus Squad baby. I don't want to be with these. I said boys I got back then. But then I said no, I did. Oh, what was a really good line? You while I'm filled with these hate, got freedom in every way. Y'all want to take what I got, but you don't got what it take. Like that's so like he like I said, he knows that he's good, and when anyone talks shit about him, anyone thinks that he's not as good as he is, he will put them in their place because he's like I said has more than enough evidence to prove that he's probably one of the best artists out there. But some people still don't acknowledge that, and that's their loss. And like him. Benny's back. Got her back. What did I say about that song? I said I'm not him. Okay. Great. Is this about like someone? When I first listened to it, I'm assuming it's someone who hasn't gone over their ex. Oh, Baby Keem's on this. Mama, I'm chasing a ghost. I don't know who he is. Mama, I'm chasing a ghost. I don't know where he is. See, I just don't know. It was not my fault, not yours, not his. It was my fault. I'm sorry. You know it was my fault. Not because him always wanted to be there for you. I'm sorry I was young, but he's always wanted to be a father to you. So I fucked up and I took ownership of that, my choices and decisions. And I'm sorry for that. He's a good guy, so don't hold that against him because it was my fault. Just know, forgive me. Okay, so she's talking about like a stepdad? Like, yeah. I'm just not big brain enough to dissect this fully. But I know a lot of people really like this song. And I can see why it can resonate with a lot of people who's dealt with, single mothers doing, going through that process of, yeah. This is what I'm assuming this song's about. I guess I could kind of look more into it. Okay, the intro sets an emotional foundation for the entire song, where Tyler's mother talking about his physical resemblance to his father. Oh, shows how his absence affects. She speaks to the pride in his accomplishments, but also sadness that his father was not there to see him. Oh, damn. The mother words emphasize that even though T grew up without his father, he still inherited part of his identity. This makes this matter very personal and resonant as it brings up themes of identity, searching grief and love. The intro thus creates a space for, yeah, the whole like his dad leaving. He said in an interview before that he owes a lot of his success to his dad leaving, because had he been there, had he been a more present father, he probably would have just gone to school and did normal what most people do, go to college and all that. But he didn't, and it sucks that you kind of, because not that he gives credit to his father being like for the reason why he is where he is today, because that's not fair to him, to Tyler. He's worked hard, he's done all of this, and to say his father, who's not worked a day in his life to support Tyler at all, to say that he's to thank for his successes doesn't sit right with me personally, and I don't think he really means that either. But it's interesting thinking these things that happen in our lives, just these negative events, kind of sparking positive changes in our lives, for better or for worse, despite how it may seem initially. Because I've been through that. I've been through some tough times, but I wouldn't have it any other way though. I've gone through things where it's like it sucked at the moment, yes, but as a result of that thing happening, I've so many great things happened because of it, and it sucks because like I don't want to, like I said, thank the tragedy for pushing me, but it's basically what happened. And to a lot of people, that's their motivation. Spite, anger. It's a very powerful emotions. And for a lot of people, they work best when people doubt them or people abandon them because they don't think they're good enough. It's more of a this entire his entire personality is basically watch this. You don't think I can do it? Okay, watch this. Which is a great mentality to have. That's how I operate. When people doubt me, that is when I have the most motivation to do well, which is unfortunate because I think that's a very toxic attitude to have. But generally, when people say that I can't do something or that I either am too weak or too stupid or not capable, it just makes me want to do that thing so much more. But tiny, what does that mean? Interesting. Jesus. But yeah, no, it's this thing it's crazy. But yeah, no, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Good song. I don't personally relate to it, but it's pretty good. Okay. Balloon, featuring Dochi. What is the song about again? Tyler begins with a provocative statement emphasizing his unwillingness to please others and focusing on self-efficiency. This creates a confident beginning that sets off the tone for the entire song. Yeah, we ain't talking to your dumbass. You could be a millionaire and still be a bum ass. Yeah. At where the swamp is, find bitches in the room. I got a cockpit. I need some feet up for this. What's it? I need what? They want a croc print. I'm finna air these DL on my closet. That's crazy. Jesus Christ, what a song. Wee mercy, keep it cute when you're in the city. I'm five. Wait, I'm 5'2", 8 cup. I don't remember this song. I remember the song, but I don't remember these lyrics. I think I do remember that. I'm a 5'2", 8 cup titty. Jesus Christ. Okay. Um, then here comes Daniel Caesar again. I hear this bitch like a. That's crazy. I'll see you ass back to the streets. I'll spray you a whole block with LaFleur. He ain't gonna eat this. Oh wait, this is Dochi's song, right? Singing right? Yeah. Are you gonna eat this pussy? Yeah, okay, sweet. Yeah, that was a crazy line. Oh, this is her singing, right? Okay, this is her singing. I was like, that's why I don't remember Tyler saying that. Me and Tyler finna take your bitch down. We mercy. Okay, crazy bars being said there. Fun song though. fun song. And then we have the last track, which is I hope you find your peace, or I hope you make it out. I hope you find your way home. Yeah, very well. Yeah, really good end to the song. Yeah, as an answer to his previous acclaimed album, Call Me If You Get Lost, another album that celebrated constant movement, exploration. The repeated refrain, I hope you find your way home, suggests both literal and metaphorical. Oh yeah, it's kind of funny, huh? It's kind of the ending to, because Call Me If You Get Lost is all about traveling, and this one's like, oh, but I hope you go home safe. I didn't even think that about that connection. That's really good. Tyler has evolved from someone proudly lost to someone wishing others to find their way to stability. Oh wow, that's that's basically saying that's a continuation or the conclusion to Call Me If You Get Lost, where that album was very much about going out, finding yourself, exploring different interests, and being open to new experiences. This one's like, okay, but don't forget to go back home. Don't forget your life back home. Don't forget to look within. I think people travel, they do all these things to like escape their issues or escape that whatever's weighing them down. So I think for Call Me If You Get Lost to be like, oh, a distraction, not a distraction, but like people dealing with their emotions by distracting themselves to do other things, and then to come back to this one as like, oh, but don't forget, like there are these other issues that you also have that are definitely very important that you should address, and don't be afraid to address it. I think that's a great message, personally, because yeah, I mean we can only distract ourselves for so long, for certain times. Sometimes we need the time to sit back and be like, damn, that sucked, or that hurt. Let me find out why. One of my favorite parts of Sweet I Thought You Wanted to Dance was stay busy so I don't think, because downtime is when it's sinking. I could not relate more to that line because it's partially probably the reason why I keep myself busy. I think what happens a lot is that I have emotions that I don't really feel like processing, so as a result, I just make myself busy doing other things so I don't have to think about it. But then at the end of the day, when I'm done, with this, with homework, with everything, and I sit in that bed and I think like, damn, man, that kind of sucks. But that this situation sucks. It's one of those things like I'd rather not think about it, but there's no avoiding it at a certain point, and it's just like anything. It's important to address those emotions. I think people are so they seek distractions, whether it's in drugs, alcohol, traveling, video games. People want to do everything except talk about their issues, and I think that's really where this generation has fallen off of. It's okay to feel certain things. It's okay to be upset about something or to not understand something. But to act like it's all okay 24/7, I think that's where the issue starts, because at a certain point you forget that you even have those issues until it comes back to haunt you or in some way or another. And yeah, no, it's not a really great thing to think about, but I think it's important that people understand that, it's fine to talk about your emotions. It's fine to be honest with yourself and with other people too. I think people try to not be honest for the sake of saving others' emotions. But me personally, I appreciate nothing more than honesty. I don't care if it's gonna hurt me in the moment more. In the long run, I will appreciate more if you were just honest about certain things. Cause yeah, it's great to know what someone's actually thinking instead of trying to beat around the bush, try to find a diplomatic answer. Because I think diplomacy is bullshit. Just be genuine. Just tell me how it is. If you don't want to talk to me, that's fine. If you don't want to hang out with me, cool. But like, just say it. Instead of just leaving someone on red or leaving someone to just wonder what's wrong or what they did wrong. Um, and that's a whole other thing that I will maybe talk about later on. Definitely not today. But yeah, I think it sucks sometimes. But yeah, just respect people, guys. Respect them. Respect them enough to be honest with them, no matter what it is, or how little or how big that thing is. I think it's just so important that people are just honest with each other. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Um, yeah, this album was great. I'm so happy it exists. I'm so happy that I get to have new Tyler to sing in the car with friends. I'm so excited to see my camp vlog now perform this new album. It's one of the best things I've heard in a while because, like I said, I've related to Tyler in so many ways in terms of like being someone who's, nuance is treated like a nuisance, so most of the time. Or me trying to be better than myself than yesterday, to some people is annoying. That I try so hard, that I do all these extra things. It's just, for me, the bare minimum has always just not been enough. Like for me, it's boring to do the bare minimum. I want to be the best in everything, and I realized that I can't do everything. I had to come to terms with that because I was overexerting myself a lot last semester, and I think now that I have a better grasp of what I'm capable of and how much I'm able to handle, I can focus 100% into everything that I do now. Whether it's my club, whether it's my work, streaming, um, my career, I can now confidently put all my best efforts into all those things. And I think that's a blessing, you know. Generally, I think that's a blessing. But yeah, no, there's really not much more to say. Um, for those of you who have stuck around, you popped in, even if you just popped in, I appreciate that. This is this channel, this whole streaming thing. I do want to grow it. I do want to make it something that people can go to, whether just to listen to someone talk nonsense for an hour, for advice, just to listen, to vent or anything, because I think it's important that we have someone out there that just is willing to listen to people, to be objective, to listen to both sides. I think it's so important that people just have that mediator in a sense. But that's not that it has to be me necessarily, but I, at the end of the day, just want to help people in whatever form that takes, whether it's just making them laugh, opening the door for them, getting them gifts. I don't know why I'm like this. I feel like society, LA in general, has taught so many people to be independent, to not care about others, to only focus on your goals and nothing else. But I simply just can't do that. I need to be useful to someone other than myself. And I don't know where that yearning even started, where it comes from, but I have a lot of things I want to do in this life. I'm 20 years old. I have my whole life ahead of me. Yet somehow it still feels like it's going by too fast. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can, like I said, take this somewhere. Have it be a jumping off point for my career. But I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I have so many goals in mind, so many things I want to accomplish, and I'm just just like Tyler Creator. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna show you all that I can, because that's really all I can do. It's my best, and that's good enough for me. Alrighty, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I'm gonna knock out. Whoever's there, have a great rest of your night. See you later. Ciao.